is upon us, and while some might be just coming into college, others might be starting their final year. Either way, technology is very important nowadays, and choosing what technology to bring with you to class to take notes and do your work is very important. Now, many people could be a couple weeks into class or just starting and might be starting to wonder if they need to get themselves one of these. In my left hand here, I have the iPad Pro, and in my right hand, I have the iPad Air. Now, these are the two most common iPads I think that many people consider when looking to buy an iPad for school. They're both great options, and honestly, there isn't a huge difference between them, but there are a few key differences that might set them apart when making your decision on whether you want to go with an iPad Pro or an iPad Air for school.
Let's get into the tech specs between the iPad Pro and the iPad Air. The iPad Pro comes in two colors, space black and silver, and the iPad Air comes in space gray, starlight, purple, and blue. Both the iPad Pro and the iPad Air come with an 11-inch display, although the iPad Air is technically 10.86 inches, not a full 11-inch screen. However, it's not very noticeable between the two devices. The iPad Pro comes with the Ultra Retina XDR display, while the iPad Air only comes with the Liquid Retina display. The iPad Pro also features Pro Motion, whereas the iPad Air does not. The iPad Pro is optioned with an M4 chip, and the iPad Air is optioned with the M2 chip. The M4 chip is roughly 1.5 times faster than the M2 chip. The M4 iPad Pro has more RAM and better video processing, so if you really need the extra performance, go this route. Otherwise, the M2 chip is still capable of doing most tasks without any issue. Both the iPad Pro and iPad Air come with a USB-C connector, although the iPad Pro features a Thunderbolt USB 4 for faster connections and external device connections. In terms of height, weight, width, and depth, these devices are almost identical. The iPad Pro comes in slightly lighter at 18 grams less than the iPad Air, so between the two devices, you won't really notice a difference carrying them around.
Recently, I graduated with my degree in computer science. For 3 of the 4 years, I was actually rocking this M1 iPad Air. The M1 iPad Air got me through pretty much all of my classes. I was able to do my notes, my homework, and simple tasks on this iPad every single day. In computer science, you're obviously going to have assignments where you have to do something like coding, and for that, I used my Dell XPS, but everything else I was able to accomplish on this little powerhouse. I think the iPad Air is perfect for all students. Anybody really looking to get an iPad for school, it's a great suggestion. I highly recommend it. Now, the iPad alone really isn't much. You add the pencil in, it allows you to write and take notes. And personally, if you're going to get an iPad, you have to get the Magic Keyboard or something compatible. The whole package together is what really makes the iPad useful. For taking notes, you're able to type quickly. If you need to draw a quick sketch, the pencil. Otherwise, the iPad as itself is just a tablet. Now, I think that for most programs, the iPad Air is perfectly reasonable. You don't need the extra power, you don't need the better display. Now, if you are in a program such as video production or maybe graphic design, and you need that better display, you need the high resolution, you need the faster refresh rate, and you need the power, then upgrade to the iPad Pro. The iPad Pro is an incredible machine. It is so good at doing most tasks. Like I said, unless you're coding, I think the iPad can do just about anything you need. And if you have the iPad Pro, it is a one-stop shop. Now, just like the iPad Air, you need the pencil, you need the Magic Keyboard, you need to have the complete package. So be ready to shell out the money for the accessories or at least the Logitech keyboard. My buddy has a Logitech keyboard for his iPad and it still works great and it's significantly cheaper than the Magic Keyboard. Overall, if you are looking to get an iPad this year as a student and it's maybe been on your mind and you kind of just need a push in a direction, I would say go with the iPad Air. It's a little bit more budget friendly. You'll have a little bit of extra cash to put towards your Apple Pencil or a Magic Keyboard, and it will still get everything you need done. The displays on both of these are such a small difference in size that you won't notice. Maybe the brightness, but even then, I never had problems with brightness on my iPad, so I would say go with the iPad Air. Again, if you're in a special circumstance where you need the power, go with the Pro. It's a great decision. Otherwise, I promise you the iPad Air won't let you down. It got me through 3 years of school and I wouldn't change a thing about it. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this somewhat helpful. I know choosing between an iPad isn't always the easiest, especially when the prices are $1,000 or more. It's a lot of money and it's an expensive decision, and you want to make the right decision. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, please like the video, tell me your thoughts and comments down below, and I'll see you next time.